What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now today we are gonna add some USBs to the Avalanche coming up. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna add some USBs to the Avalanche. Now I picked this up at Walmart. It's supposed to be a cigarette lighter with some USBs. No one really uses the cigarette lighter anymore or the 12-volt adapter lighter anymore, because I know I don't really. But this is the best that I can find. I haven't gone on Amazon. I needed something now. I went to Walmart and picked it up, so I'll leave the link in the description for it. Until then, I'll look later on for something else on Amazon, because you could never have too many USBs, so I do want to add some in the back. Now, before we get to hooking this up, what I want to show you guys is something inside my truck, and let us get in there now. Alrighty, guys, so here we are inside the truck, and I just sat on some tools, and that doesn't feel that well, so where's my screwdriver? Sat on that too. Oof. Alright, anyway, so here we go. If we look at the inside truck, sorry for the shakiness, you see right here is a USB. It's currently not hooked up to anything. Here's a cigarette lighter. So what we're gonna do first, before we install that new one, that old USB there was for my old radio that I had that blew, and I put in the original radio, so that USB is useless as of right now. But what I'm going to do is try to tap into the cigarette lighter to get that original USB working, and then from there we'll put in this as well. So let us get started. Woo! Alright, let's get this dash off. Now that the dash is off, we're going to pull out the center piece. And now that the center piece off, we're going to remove these cables that are hooked up to the cigarette lighters. So let me bring you in to show you a closer look. So here we have the two wires that are 12 volts. They go straight to the cigarette lighters. And here is my first USB wire that is actually in the bezel itself, if you can see right up there. So what we're going to do is, and you guys are probably wondering how I got this to be the way it is, but how did I get this to be stuck on here? And I glued it in a long time ago when I put in the radio. So now that the radio is all out, we're going to get this to work with the 12 volts. So we have to strip this cable here and then hook it up directly to the 12 volts, and we are going to do that as we speak, because literally this is just worthless now. So let us cut it and check it. Give this a cut. Woo! Okay. Okay. Okay, let me try with. Nah, he not working there. Alright, well, this one working. Alrighty, guys, so you remember when I was trying to figure out this USB here? Well, apparently it's not working, and I don't know why. So we're going to skip that for right now. What we're going to do is put this one on. Now, I showed you guys that it works, hooking up the wires, and it works really, really well. So what we're going to do is try to make this as clean and stealth as possible to make it look like it's part of the vehicle. So what we want to do is we want to try to cut a hole right here and stick it in right here so it looks smooth and flush. Now I am going to use this Sharpie here to mark out an outline, And then I'm gonna try to cut the hole a little bit smaller so we can push this all the way through and have some tension on it instead of it going all the way through. So let's get started right now. Oh my God, this actually pops out a little bit more. So the first thing that we did was remove this cigarette lighter, and man, let me tell you something, this was hell to remove. You have to use a flathead screwdriver. Do not try to go from the back of the bezel because it doesn't work. What you have to do is when this is in, you actually have to take your screwdriver and pry it through the front and it'll just pop right out. Not that easy as it did just now. It takes a little bit of work, but be careful and it'll pop right out. So what we're going to do now is put this over our bezel and mark it up. I don't know how well this is going to look or flush, but if it gets messed up, well then we'll just get a new bezel. I'm hoping that we don't have to get a new one, and I'm hoping that we can figure out how to make this work correctly. Now, one of the ideas that I did have was to remove the casing and just use the chip alone, but I kind of like the way the casing looks and how it holds itself, and I just want it to be one unit in here. I don't want to have to just have the chip somewhat just dangling off freely. I don't like that. I feel weird about it. So I just want this in here, and we're gonna try to mark it up and see how well we can cut this to make it look as stealth as possible. Link will be in the description below. How to make your money. Don't forget the safety glasses. Whoosh. Alrighty guys, so here we are. Everything fits pretty snug. Obviously it's not gonna look the best as of right now, but we're gonna deal with the aesthetics later. Right now I just want to make sure it seals down, hook it up, and have everything working. So I got some plastic bond here from Permatex. We are gonna put this in, mix it on some piece of cardboard here, use a little stick, in this case a piece of metal thing that I found, and paste it on the back. That way it holds in perfect and tight. After it's dried, then we hook up the connections. Okay. Woo, that was a little tough there, guys. Let's seal him back up. Now, what this does is a little chemical reaction, and let's just mix it. So we gotta mix it and stir it really well so it gives a nice little chemical reaction. And once this bakes in, this thing is never going anywhere else again. So when you have to replace this, I don't know what we're gonna do. But as of right now, he ain't coming out anymore. So let's mix this all nice and well. And you best probably don't want to get this on your fingers. I doubt that's gonna be the best thing to do right now because that's probably not coming off in a while. So take your time and paste it on. So we're gonna do, take our time and paste it. That don't dry not ready, dog. There you have it, guys. It is getting there. It's gonna dry, and now we're gonna put this in and plug it up. So let's get to that. So what we're gonna do is put our connectors on our wires and crimp them, put this back into the truck, connect everything up, and snap it back together so it looks beautiful again. Let's get it. Let us work on crimping this together right here. And tighten this down. Want to give it a little tug. That way you know that it's all set. So now that we are good, we are gonna go put all this back in the vehicle. Let's get it. Alrighty guys, so what we're gonna do now is hook up these wires. Now before you do anything, you do want to make sure that your battery is fully disconnected. And if they're not, you might get a little shock, but it's nothing to be scared of. It's just a small little shock. So we're gonna twist our wires and put it up in here real quick, and then we're gonna crimp it. Just to double check, we are gonna hook up the power to the power right now. Gonna hook up the ground to the ground right now, and if all is right, this should be illuminating red, which it is. Guys, we got it to illuminate. This is awesome. Look how easy that is. Alrighty guys, so now that we plugged everything in, it should turn on, which it is. Look at that, it's glowing red. That means that it is all hooked up and it should be working fine. This is so awesome. So don't worry about the aesthetics. We will definitely get this fixed in a later episode. Right now, it's just the functionality that we want to work with. And it's time to secure this a little bit better. I'm gonna electrical tape everything and then snap everything right back in, and it should give us a clean look. Alrighty guys, so it is heat shrunk, and now we're gonna just electrical tape it for added safety. So we're gonna snap back in the original USB, boom, and this one's already on. We're just gonna work with getting this all the way in. Okay, looks like we ran into a little problem here. We're gonna have to try to trim this out a little bit. So let me get the cutters and cut that. Oh, fit better than I thought. Phone's almost dead. There you go, charging, as you can see right there. A little charging bar. So it works, guys. It definitely works. Let's try the other side. It's charging. It's charging. Alrighty guys, so I hope you enjoyed that quick episode on how to install the USB charging port into your Avalanche. This was awesome. It took a little bit of fabrication. Obviously, it doesn't look the best or the prettiest, but we're definitely gonna fix that and take care of that in a later episode. I just want to say thank you all to those who support the channel and always watch my lives and watch every video. You guys are the best, and I am grateful for each and every one of y'all. So I just want to say thank you so much again. Don't forget that the DeWalt toolset giveaway will be coming out once we hit that 5K subs. Other than that, I'll see y'all later. So make sure you guys like, comment, and share this video if you want to. Peace.